What's up, y'all? It's Dez. This is my simple 5-step plan to getting your diet on track. I hear over and over again, and makes my blood pressure go up when people say, I don't know what to eat. Now, I'm not a rocket scientist, but I could swear you could find 101 menu suggestions or cooking books or videos on YouTube about things that you can eat. And just a simple application of just common sense will tell you what you shouldn't be eating. All right, so you know what not to eat. So don't use I don't know what to eat as an excuse to eat the stuff that you know you should not be eating. All right, so let's just get that out of the way first. All right, so this is my simple 5-step plan to getting yourself on the right track, going in the right direction. This is not for advanced level diets in terms of counting all your macros, making sure you got the calories down, nutrient timing, all that stuff. That's for later. This is for people who just don't have any idea in terms of what they need to do. So the first, number 1, 2, and 3 is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right, number 1, breakfast. How do I get breakfast right? All right, so most people, you work, you're on the go, you got to get up, grab something, and go out the house. All right, so how do you make that work? I say start with one, a fruit that you like, all right, and servings accordingly. So like for me, I'm doing intermittent fasting, but I start my day off at 10 o'clock. And when I start eating at 10 o'clock. And I start off with usually 3, maybe 4 bananas and some oatmeal. So that's about 800 calories. So each banana is about 105 calories, about 14 or so grams of sugar, but it's natural sugar. It's not going to make you fat. All right. And then I start off with some oatmeal. The oatmeal I like is the Quaker protein oatmeal, which you'll see in one of my other videos. But I get some protein there, and I get substantial calories. Now, I do 2 servings of the oatmeal, which is about another 400 calories. So I start my day off with about 900 calories, but I'm intermittent fasting, so I haven't eaten in 16 hours, and I worked out in between them. So it's okay for me to get that in. And you do not have to have 6, 7 meals a day. That's ridiculous for most people, all right? Especially if you don't know what you're doing. You're only going to make yourself fat, okay? So breakfast, find your fruit, find you a whole grain. Could be, in the morning, you can be a little bit more liberal in terms of what you decide to eat. Or if it's a bagel with some cream cheese, it's not going to kill you. All right. So if it's a bagel or I prefer oatmeal or grits, and that's something that I can eat on a daily basis. Oatmeal or grits. If you got time to cook eggs or potatoes, or you have a cafeteria where you are and they cook it right there on the grill, go and get it. Go get you some eggs, egg whites, potatoes, an omelet. That's okay too. All right. If you go to IHOP and get a simple and light, veggie omelet or something without all the processed meat on it. Get you an omelet and get you some good protein in. All right. But try to avoid all the syrups and stuff that come with like pancakes and all that stuff. Now, there's some 0-calorie syrups that are out there. So if you just wanted to have some pancakes, you want to get your sweets out of the way for the day, kind of obtain those sweet cravings, that's okay. All right. So that's breakfast. Pick you a fruit, pick you something, a starch, like a grain, like oatmeal or grits or something like that. All right. If you don't like anything that I've said and you're a picky eater, then you're just gonna have to get a consultation with a dietitian. All right, because it's for simple, practical stuff that people can utilize on a daily basis. All right. So lunch. All right. Lunch is where you want to get your most well-rounded meal. All right. So you want to get your starch, your potatoes. All right. It could be potatoes, sweet potatoes. Could be rice. Could be quinoa. All those things. All right. And that's what you want to have for your carbs, for part of your carbs. And you want some natural carbs from vegetables like broccoli or carrots or cauliflower or greens or cabbage. You want to get at least a serving, a good serving of both of those things. All right. And then a protein. All right. So protein, fish, chicken, so on and so forth. If you're not, I'm vegetarian right now, so I generally try to supplement. I'll eat some tofu but that's not really my favorite. So I will supplement a whey protein shake in there. But a whey protein shake is not a meal by itself. Most whey protein shakes do not have enough carbs in them to even be considered a meal replacement shake. And meal replacement shakes, just try to avoid it, because we're talking about long-term lifestyle changes, stuff that you can do on a regular basis all the time. And honestly, you just really shouldn't live off of shakes, to be honest. All right. And then dinner. All right. Dinner is when you want to go to a more paleo type deal where you have, meat and, basically your vegetables. All right. So you can do more like that, or you can have more of the quinoa, the rice, the potatoes. It's okay. All right. So those are the things that you need. Now you need to keep your portions under control. You need to figure out what fits into your calorie level. All right. So for most women, I suggest between 12 and 1,800 calories, depending on your size, your workout regimen, all those things. But you really don't want to go below like 1,100 calories at the minimum. Okay. Most guys, generally, I say like 1,500 to 3,000. Depending on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to grow, maybe 3,500, 4,000. All right. And your meals probably be a little bit dirtier. All right. So that means you'll eat a little bit dirty. You might eat out a little bit more. All right. So, and if you're at work and you're forced in a situation where you have to eat out, find a restaurant where you can get some chicken, some fish, plain, not with cheese and all those special names and Santa Fe, this and that and the other. Just chicken or fish and rice and broccoli. And it's not the sexy choice, right? But it's on the menu and you can order it. And there's plenty of times you probably looked at it and you're like, yeah, that's probably what I should eat, but I'm not going to eat that. And then you come to me talk about, I don't know what to eat. I don't want to hear that. You know what you shouldn't be eating, right? Okay. So that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right. Let's talk about snacks. All right. So for me, I like to keep like some peanuts around. I'll even eat like an extra serving of fruit, an apple or something like that. That's fine too. Trail mix, something like that. And sometimes, I'll substitute in, a whey protein shake if I don't eat it with my lunch. I'll have, for one of my snacks, I'll have like, a whey protein shake or something like that. Or Lenny and Larry's cookies. So try those for size. All right. I don't suggest a lot of the protein bars because just for me, I find that my body's reluctant to digest those. So sometimes the way they're processed, if they're not real natural, then your body just won't process them quick enough. So don't try to make a living off of protein bars. And the more you can eat normally, the better results you'll get. All right, well, you got to throw stuff in there and you're just trying to make do and eating protein bars and you think that's a substitute for lack of effort in terms of eating the right stuff, then you're not going to make the progress. And yeah, you can have, I got to work. I didn't have time for lunch. I didn't have time for this, that, and the other. Well, you don't have time to get your results either. All right. So you either got to prioritize and make time and get it done, or you got to do without. Those are your two options. All right. So at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you got some snacks, even some salsa, chips and salsa is not that bad. Some hummus, something that's fairly light. You don't want to get too much sodium though, so you don't want to eat too much of it. That sodium will make you retain water and play with your weight a little bit. All right. So that's 5 steps. You got to get your 3 meals in. All right. You got a couple of snacks. All right. And now you just got to focus on making sure that you're consistent. All right. If you have a consistent diet where you eat the same thing every day, then you know whether it's working or not. When you're changing up stuff every day, you don't know what's working. And so when you're mixing stuff in and throwing this, that, and the other, and everything's a hot mess and uncoordinated and unorganized and inconsistent in terms of times that you're eating, you're going to be a hot mess. So you have to regulate what you put in your body, and your body will respond to that. All right. So get it consistent and just keep it going and find stuff that you like and keep it going. Now you might need a rotation and then add in some other stuff that you like because you don't want to eat the same thing every day for year in and year out. So you may need a rotation of different things that you like. Some of you may not, or you might want to have the same thing for breakfast and then change it up for lunch and change it up for dinner, or vice versa. It doesn't matter, but whatever it is, you got to stick with it. And there's going to be an aspect of discipline that's necessary to succeed. All right. So it's not just playing that I don't know what to eat cop out story. All right. You got to do what you need to do and cut out the stuff that you don't need. Which, by the way, is all the stuff with a bunch of sugar in it, sugary drinks. You want to cut those out completely, because those are just empty calories. That you just drinking all this stuff, and you drinking 200 calories that you drank, and it didn't satisfy any of your hunger. So now you just wasted 200 calories on a drink that really doesn't do anything but make you fat. Okay, and that goes for cupcakes and brownies, unless it's Lenny and Larry's brownies that are all natural. But if you're eating cupcakes, and I'm getting pictures and stuff, and you stuffing your mouth with cupcakes from your coworkers and training partners, then you're in the wrong. Especially if you're talking about getting lean. You can't get lean on cupcakes unless Lenny and Larry decides to make a cupcake. All right. So if you haven't gathered by now, I'm a big fan of Lenny and Larry's, and I eat them regularly, and I still see good results. All right. So the big thing is stay consistent. Make sure that you're eating the right things. Make sure that you cut out the bad things. All right. If you just cut out the bad stuff, you'll be halfway there. All right. And I said this guide was simple, but it's not easy. All right. Because the sexy choices are not easy to make. It's simple. The concept is simple, but we've all known the concept before. You know what you could eat on a daily basis and get lean, but you don't, because your cravings and your lack of discipline take over. So you just got to admit that and own up to it so that you can make a step in the right direction. So you have no more excuses. You've been told. And so get your diet together, plan out what you need to eat before the week starts, and don't leave yourself every day unprepared in terms of what you're going to eat. Find stuff that works for your diet. And if you can't find it, keep looking. All right? Keep looking and you'll find it. All right? Des White signing out. Get yourself together. Holla at your boy. Peace.